One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Dixie Maverick. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay,
Looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
Set. Set.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready.
To throw, Young. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 23-yard line.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Viking 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Panthers first down.
Down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Yellow. 22.
First down, Panthers.
Young now from the 50.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
It'll be Young again.
Open man here is Benson.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Young working out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Horn Jr., a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Set. Ready.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Quick hit. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Get up. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. That's over the middle. Taken in by Horton.
On the ball now.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cougar 19.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go with Booker up the gun. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 8.
Ready, 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 ready.
On play action, they'll throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
19, 18. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
Here we go. Go.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready.
2nd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Ready.
They fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set. Blue 32. Cut.
Throwing, Young. Open man right side is St. Brown. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
66 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
18, 5, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 3.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3.
10 black. Ready.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Down. 10.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young. Now a run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ready.
Young. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Set. Ready. 60 red. Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And space tough to come by there. So to get maybe a yard to the 37.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Young.
He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Go! Hawks, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Open man, that's Campbell.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
19, charge.
2nd and 4. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Ready, ready. Ready.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Come on, set, ready.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 6.
From the gun, again to Mitchell.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Okay, right?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Young now. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
79 Broncos. 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Panthers, Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
19 Tiger.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed, If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. 70, Warriors, 70. Mustang 19. Go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Arroyo.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street. Ready, ready.
Here's Charbonnet.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Zach Charbonnet
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
42. Panthers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd down. Young to throw. That's caught by Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That's completely right side to Palmer.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Young.
This will be caught inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here's first and goal.
First and goal.
One last shot for Young. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go now.
Panthers will line up for the
33,
two-point
yellow.
conversion.
Hut.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.